Good morning. It's Friday, August 21st. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm choosing to rejoice and be glad in it, and I trust that you are doing the same. I was listening to a song on the way in this morning, and it's called Evermore, and it just says, Evermore I will love you. Evermore I will praise you. Evermore I will glorify the name of the Lord. Evermore has this passion in it that just says, I don't have anything else on my agenda to do but to love you and praise you and give you glory. And there's something about that I can guarantee you will make the Lord stand up and take notice of what's going on in your life. It will not only what's going on in your life, but the praise that you're going to give him. It will make him stand up and take notice. Hey, is that Sherry over there? She's praising me, and I can hear it from a different sound, like she has nothing else on her agenda to do but give me praise. Hey, is that Peter over there? He's worshiping me like he has nothing to lose. I'm telling you, there's something about it. Just get that in your spirit. Evermore, I will give you everything that I have today. I am going to talk to you today about something that I kind of want to start. I guess I can call it a series. But I posted an article on Facebook, and the article is called 9 Sins the Church, that Christians, are okay with. And when I first saw it, it was posted by another Facebook friend of mine. I wasn't going to read it because I was like, I don't want to see this. What is going to happen? But, my curiosity was piqued, and I was like, let me just see what they're saying about us again, because I feel like we're always in the limelight for messing up or being human or being fake or judgmental. It's just always something going on. And so I didn't want to see something else, but I read it, and I was overcome by how much I was convicted. I did a inspirational a couple months back, one of my earlier ones, and was telling you all not to be afraid of conviction, because conviction breeds change and brings you closer to God. And so I've come to a place in my life where I'm not too scared about conviction, because I feel like it's a part of growing, and it means that I'm going to be aware of something that I've been doing wrong, and then I'm going to get on a path to do it right. Okay? And so I want you to remember that. Don't be afraid of it. So I got to the first one, right? There's like an introduction, and then there was the first one. And the first one, I had to just sit down spiritually, like, oh my God, here we go. And so I'm going to share with you the first one today, and then we'll just kind of move on from there. You can still read this in your own time if you want to. Okay, the first sin that Christians are okay with: fear. What? I know, right? Fear, do not fear and do not be afraid appears in the Bible 365 times. So basically a charge not to fear for every day of the year. The opposite of fear, the writer says, is love. And if we as Christians know that God is love, then to be in fear is to not believe in God. Right? Oh my God. What is that? What is that? So the opposite of fear is God. So if you're a child of God, the one sin that shouldn't plague you is fear. Yet, the writer says, and it's so true, Christians are always so afraid of everything. What are people going to think about me? I can't say this because somebody might feel like I'm judging them. We're always in fear. And not even that, as a society, fear plagues us because we don't quite understand that it is fear. Hate is as a result of fear. When you think about, I hate white people or I hate black people, really what's going on in your brain is, I am afraid that this person can overtake me or overcharge me or make me feel less than, or whatever's going on. Or you say, I hate the police, when in actuality what it is I am afraid that one wrong move by law enforcement could shift and change my life forever. You know what I mean? Or if you say, I hate anything. When you think about things that have to do with hate, or the opposite of love, it actually stems from an idea or a feeling of fear, because what you really are is afraid that this thing could destroy you. Oh, I hate being broke. But the fear is that I could wind up in a place where I can't sustain myself. Although as Christians, we are to rely on God as our sustainer. So therefore, if we are relying completely on the love and God that is love, We should not be dealing with fear. So hard. I know, but so true. Listen to this. 1 John 4:18 says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment. Right? Oh gosh. And whoever fears has not been perfected in love. So if you're always afraid of that something's going to happen to you or you're going to have to reap some consequences, then it just should be a sign that says I need to get on the right track. Something's going on. If I'm always afraid of being broke and not having enough money, something's going on with my stewardship of my finances. If I'm always afraid that, oh my God, he's probably going to leave me, something's going on, or she's going to walk out on me, something's not going right in my communication relationship, and I'm not putting God at the center, because it says love casts out all fear. Oh, and I'm not telling you this because it's easy. I'm telling you this, one, because I was convicted, and so I know I'm not alone. And the writer came up with it because clearly this is one of the things that we just brush off as everybody gets afraid. We all get afraid. We all have fears. I've been known to say it. Everybody is afraid. But what he's explaining is that in the presence of God and in the act of accepting him as your savior and deciding to walk out this Christian walk, there should be no fear. And it comes as a result of daily surrendering. I am not telling you that you can be like, okay, I accept God, therefore fear goes away. I am saying that every single day you've got to surrender your fleshly desires. And one of those desires is to be afraid and give it to God. Give it to God. What the writer did, and what I would love to try to do, and what I'm going to challenge you to do, is remove fear, scared, and terrified out of his vocabulary. Just remove them, and saw that his life changed because he had to replace it with things that line up with his Christian walk. And it's something that I'm going to try because I want to be surrendered to God daily, because I don't want to live in fear, knowing that in the presence of fear, there can be no love. Therefore, there can be no God. I need God. And I know you do too. So I'm praying for you today. So that's the first one in the 9 sins. We're going to go through them, and look, we're going to do it together. So you're not going to be out there alone, feeling all messed up alone, and you're going to be able to text me or call me and be like, yo, this is crazy. I can't do this. And we're going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you, and we're going to get through this together. You're not alone. Don't be afraid of conviction. It changes you. It grows you. And get your vocabulary straight where you're not relying on using fear all the time. We do this by having clear minds, sincere hearts, and obedient footsteps. I love you, and I'm always praying for you. Go in love.